Have you ever looked in the mirror and felt frustrated by that stubborn lower belly fat that just won't budge? If you're over 50, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Our bodies change, and that midsection becomes the most challenging area to tone. Here's the good news. In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you 5 gentle floor exercises specifically designed for people over 50 who want to strengthen their core and reduce belly fat. Right from your living room, no equipment needed. These aren't intense gym moves. They're safe, low-impact exercises that target your deep core muscles while protecting your back and joints. Do these consistently for just 14 days, and you'll start feeling stronger and notice how much better your clothes fit. Let's get started with exercise number 1. Exercise 1. Standing core. Twist with knee lifts. Let's begin with a movement that activates your entire core while staying gentle on your joints and easy on your knees. This first exercise is perfect for beginners and especially beneficial for adults over 50 as it combines light cardio with targeted belly fat work. It's simple, safe, and incredibly effective if done consistently. Stand upright with your feet hip-width apart. Let your arms float up so your elbows are bent at a 90-degree angle, with your fists resting gently near your chest or chin, almost like a boxer's stance. Your shoulders should be relaxed, your chest lifted, and your gaze forward. Now, begin twisting your upper body to the right side while gently lifting your left heel. Then twist to the left and lift your right heel. Once that motion feels comfortable and natural, you'll gradually lift your entire knee during the twist, alternating sides. So the pattern becomes twist right, lift left knee, twist left, lift right knee. Don't worry about speed. This isn't about how fast you can go. It's about staying in control, engaging your muscles, and building a deep connection with your body. Think controlled rhythm, not rush. Every time you twist, your oblique muscles fire up. These are the muscles that wrap around your sides, giving your waist its shape. And every time you lift a knee, your lower abdominal muscles activate to stabilize your torso and move your leg. These are the exact areas where hanging belly fat tends to accumulate. So when both actions are combined, you're hitting your trouble zones from 2 directions. The added benefit here is functional fitness. This isn't just a fat-burning move, it's a real-world strengthener. Twisting and lifting mimics daily motions like stepping up, turning around, and stabilizing yourself when off balance. Over time, this builds core strength that translates to better posture, better mobility, and fewer falls or missteps. Be sure to stand tall throughout. You want to avoid slouching or leaning forward, as that disengages your abdominal wall. Instead, think about zipping up your belly like you're pulling on tight jeans. Draw your navel in gently towards your spine. This braces your core and allows you to support your movements from the inside out. As you twist and lift, make sure you are rotating from your ribs, not your hips. Your hips should stay relatively stable. It helps to imagine your belly button is a flashlight. You're turning the light from side to side, not letting it bounce all over the room. Don't hold your breath. Inhale when you come back to center and exhale as you twist and lift. That exhale naturally engages your deep transverse abdominis muscle, the flat muscle that acts like a corset around your waistline. Training that muscle helps flatten the stomach from the inside, rather than just superficially burning fat. If balance is an issue, hold the back of a sturdy chair for support as you twist and lift. You can also skip the knee lift at first and just focus on twisting while keeping both feet grounded. As you gain confidence, introduce the heel lift, then the knee lift. For those who want to take it further, as the days go by, you can gradually increase the intensity by twisting slightly deeper, lifting your knees higher, or picking up the pace just a little. However, never sacrifice form for speed. Quality over quantity always wins, especially when we're targeting belly fat in a safe, sustainable way. Beyond the physical benefits, this exercise brings a gentle mental focus. The coordinated movement of twisting and lifting requires just enough concentration to be mindful, but not so much that it feels stressful. For many people, this becomes a calming, almost meditative way to start or end their day. It grounds you. It brings awareness back into your body. And that connection is critical if you want lasting results. Start with just 1 minute per day. That's it. One intentional, focused minute. If that feels good, repeat the cycle twice for a total of 2 minutes. You can build up to 5 or even 10 minutes as your endurance and strength improve. But even in that first minute, you're getting deep core activation, improving circulation, boosting metabolism, and beginning to reverse the sluggishness that often settles into the belly as we age. Don't forget to breathe. Inhale as you return to center. Exhale as you twist and lift. As you progress through the 14 days, you'll notice your ability to twist a little deeper, lift a little higher, and maybe even go a bit faster, safely. Try to perform this movement for 1 full minute each day. By the end of 2 weeks, you'll feel a notable difference in your midsection control, and you might even start to see it in the mirror. Exercise 2. Seated toe reaches, oblique crunches. For this second exercise, we're staying grounded, literally. You won't need to get down on the floor, and you won't need any fancy equipment. All you need is a sturdy chair, a little space around you, and a commitment to yourself for the next few minutes. This is one of the most effective seated movements you can do to target the dreaded muffin top and sagging belly area that becomes harder to control as we age. Start by sitting on a firm chair, not a sofa or cushioned seat, and scoot your body forward so you're near the edge of the seat. Your back should be straight but relaxed. Place your feet slightly wider than hip-width apart and plant them firmly on the ground. This wide base gives you stability as you move and ensures you're engaging the right muscles rather than relying on momentum or tipping to the side. Next, extend both arms straight out to your sides so they're level with your shoulders, forming a T shape. This opens the chest, stretches the spine, and prepares your body for movement. Now, begin the motion. Reach your right hand down across your body towards your left foot. Come back to center. Then reach your left hand down towards your right foot. Return again to the starting position. That's 1 full rep. At first glance, it seems deceptively simple, but don't underestimate its power. This twisting crunch movement targets your obliques, the side muscles of your abdomen that often become underused and weakened, especially with a sedentary lifestyle. It also activates the transverse abdominis, your deepest core muscle that acts like a built-in corset, holding your midsection in place. By reaching across the body, you're engaging those diagonal muscle fibers and creating a natural, ringing action that stimulates fat burning and strengthens the waistline. But that's not all. As you reach down, you're also flexing the spine and lengthening the lower back, which helps decompress vertebrae and relieve stiffness, especially beneficial first thing in the morning or after long periods of sitting. Many older adults find their spine feels locked up or compressed, and this movement gently opens those spaces back up, improving circulation to the spine and supporting better posture. Important technique tip: don't simply bend your neck or collapse your chest when you reach. Instead, imagine your rib cage initiating the movement. Your spine should remain relatively long and lifted. Lead from the midsection, not your head or shoulders. The movement should feel like a crunching twist from the waist, not a folding of the upper body. To add challenge as your strength builds, consider holding a light object in each hand, such as a filled water bottle, a soup can, or a light dumbbell. This adds just enough resistance to make your core work harder to stabilize each twist. You'll also feel it in your shoulders and upper back as they engage to control the extra weight. Breathing matters here too. Inhale at the center and exhale as you reach across. That exhale naturally activates the deep abdominal muscles even more, pulling the stomach in from the inside. Done consistently, this can help flatten your belly not just on the surface, but at its deepest layers. Now let's talk about how much to do. Start with 10 to 12 reps per side, slow and controlled. Focus on form, not speed. Once you complete both sides, rest for 30 seconds and go for a second round. 2 sets is ideal for beginners. If you feel strong, you can work up to 3 sets over time. Even though you're seated, this movement gets your heart pumping just enough to improve blood flow and boost your metabolism. You may even feel a gentle sweat or warmth after a full round, which is a great sign your body is using energy and burning fat. This movement, while simple, builds a foundation of strength and awareness. It helps you rediscover muscles that may have gone quiet over the years. It teaches you how to move intentionally, and best of all, it gives you a belly-blasting burn without ever needing to lie down or strain your joints. Remember, the goal here is not perfection, it's consistency. Do these seated toe reaches every day for the next 14 days, and you'll begin to feel and see the difference in how your waistline looks, how your body moves, and how energized your mornings feel. Exercise 3. Chair-assisted, seated bicycle crunches. It's time to bring in one of the most powerful belly fat burning movements, reimagined for real people, especially those over 60 who need safe, joint-friendly alternatives. Welcome to the seated version of bicycle crunches. But don't be fooled. Just because we're staying in a chair doesn't mean this won't challenge your midsection. In fact, this move activates nearly every muscle in your core, especially those stubborn lower belly muscles that tend to sag, hang, and refuse to tighten with age. Here's how to do it. Sit tall in a chair with your back away from the chair back, feet planted flat on the floor. Now, slowly lean back just a few inches until you feel your core catch. This is where your abdominal muscles begin to stabilize your body, and it's where the real work begins. Next, raise your right knee and bring it toward your chest, while simultaneously twisting your torso and bringing your left elbow across to meet the knee. Return to center, then alternate. Lift your left knee and bring your right elbow across. It's a slow-motion pedal action, but you're not rushing, you're sculpting. Every twist and lift in this motion engages your rectus abdominis, the six-pack muscles, your obliques, the side waistline muscles, and your transverse abdominis, your deep core stabilizer. When performed consistently, this movement creates exactly the kind of coordinated activation that tightens sagging belly fat and builds foundational strength. What makes this movement ideal for older adults is that it's completely seated, so you don't need to get down on the floor or strain your lower back. You're also using your own body weight, not external weights or risky resistance. And by leaning back slightly while lifting the legs, you amplify your core engagement without risking injury to the spine or hips. Let's talk form. The biggest mistake people make here is leaning too far back or collapsing into the seat. That disengages your core and puts pressure on the lower back. You want to stay tall, with your chest lifted and your spine long. Lean back just far enough to feel the challenge in your stomach, not in your back. If at any point you feel pressure in the lumbar spine, return to a more upright posture and decrease the height of your knee lift until your core strength improves. Another key mistake? Rushing. You're not in a race here. In fact, going slow makes the movement more effective. Each lift and twist should take about 2 to 3 seconds. That forces your abdominal muscles to control both the lift and the return. Momentum is not your friend. Muscle engagement is. Now, if you want to take this to the next level, here are 2 modifications. First, once you're confident with the basic move, try lifting both feet slightly off the ground between reps, forcing your core to work harder to stabilize you. Second, hold your elbows wide and your hands behind your ears, not pulling on your head, but framing your face to keep you from cheating the twist. This opens the chest and makes each rotation more meaningful. Aim for 10 to 15 repetitions per side, performed slowly and with intention. Rest for 30 seconds and repeat for a second round. If you feel strong, go for 3 sets. But remember, quality always matters more than quantity. And the benefits? They go beyond flattening your belly. This move improves coordination, mobility, and balance. It teaches your body how to move in opposite directions with control, a skill that becomes more and more valuable as we age. And it stimulates your metabolism because your core muscles are some of the most energy-hungry in the body. The more you activate them, the more calories you burn throughout the day, even at rest. After just a few days of consistent practice, you'll start to notice subtle improvements. Better posture when walking, a feeling of tightness returning to your lower belly, and increased ease when getting in and out of chairs or turning to reach for something. These are signs that your core is not only becoming stronger, but more functional in everyday life. So don't skip this one. It might look simple, but it delivers maximum results in minimal time, especially when paired with the other exercises in this 14-day routine. And best of all, you can do it in your pajamas, in your kitchen chair, first thing in the morning. No excuses, just movement. Exercise 4, rotational side step squats, chair-free cardio core burner. This next movement adds an element of light cardio while strengthening your lower body and carving out your waistline, all without needing to lie down, jump, or lift anything heavier than your own body. It's called the rotational side step squat, and it's one of the most powerful moves for shrinking hanging belly fat, especially in adults over 60 who need a safe, effective way to raise their heart rate and sculpt their core. Here's how to begin. Stand tall with your feet hip-width apart. Anchor your left foot firmly into the floor and take a side step to the right. As your right foot plants, rotate slightly to the right and gently press both palms forward, almost like you're pushing open a heavy door with the heel of your hands. Then return to center, step left, rotate to the left, and press your hands forward again. Now let's break down why this is so effective. Every time you step, rotate, and press, you're engaging your obliques, transverse abdominis, glutes, quads, and even your shoulders. The side step activates the outer hips and legs. The rotation activates the core, and the pressing motion that engages your chest and arms, turning this into a gentle, total body workout with a focus on midsection tightening. Let's not forget what this kind of total body movement does to your metabolism. It fires it up. Low-impact cardio exercises like this elevate your heart rate enough to trigger fat burning without putting your knees, hips, or back at risk. That's a game changer if you're trying to reduce hanging belly fat without dangerous or exhausting routines. Now let's talk form. Each step should feel intentional, not rushed. As you rotate and press, keep your core braced. Think about pulling your belly button toward your spine. Keep your knees soft and don't lock out your joints. When you step, bend your knees just slightly to activate your legs and glutes, but don't sink so low that it becomes a deep squat unless you're comfortable doing so. Your breath is your secret weapon here. Inhale as you step to center, exhale during the step, and press. That exhale helps deepen your abdominal activation and protects your lower back. If you want to increase intensity, here's how. Add a light knee bend as you rotate, almost like a mini squat. Or try holding a light object, such as a pillow, book, or small hand weight, while pressing forward. This slight resistance forces your abs and arms to work just a bit harder. You can also add speed, but only once you're confident your form is locked in. If you want to treat this as a fat-burning burst, try doing 30 seconds at a time, then rest for 15 seconds and repeat for 4 to 6 rounds. That adds up to just 3 minutes, but you'll feel it. What makes this exercise especially great for seniors or anyone with limited mobility is that it can be easily modified. If stepping wide feels like too much, keep the step smaller. If pressing with both hands strains your shoulders, press one hand at a time. And if balance is an issue, keep a sturdy chair or countertop nearby for support. So, what does this do for belly fat? Simple. The twisting movement targets the sides of your waist, and the repeated stepping keeps your body moving in a way that burns calories and tones muscles, without needing crunches, planks, or push-ups. In just 14 days, consistent practice of this move will lead to increased core tightness, better control over your movements, and that welcome shift where your belly starts to feel and look more lifted. Finally, don't underestimate how empowering it feels to move side to side with grace and control. This exercise not only burns fat, it helps restore confidence in your movement. And when you combine it with deep breathing, it even becomes a stress reducer, which can lower cortisol, a hormone linked to stubborn belly fat. It's powerful, it's simple, and it only takes a few minutes a day to start seeing and feeling the difference. Exercise 5. Seated lean back. Ab contractions, the belly tightener. Let's wrap up your daily 10-minute belly fat routine with a powerful seated movement designed to isolate and tighten your deepest abdominal muscles, especially the ones that contribute to a hanging belly. This move is called the seated lean back ab contraction, and while it may look simple, it's incredibly effective when done with proper form and intention. Here's how to begin. Sit near the edge of a sturdy chair with your feet planted flat on the floor, shoulder width apart. Your spine should be straight and your hands extended out in front of you at shoulder level, palms facing inward. Now slowly lean your torso back about 6 to 8 inches, keeping your back flat and chest lifted, not rounded. You should immediately feel your abs turn on. Pause for a breath at the bottom of the lean, then use your abdominal muscles, not momentum, to pull yourself back up to the starting position. That's 1 rep. This movement targets your transverse abdominis, the deep core muscle that acts like a built-in corset. Strengthening it helps pull in the lower belly and provide stability for your spine. It's one of the only ways to truly firm up the soft, sagging area just below the belly button without having to lie down or do crunches. But it's not just your lower abs doing the work here. This move also engages your upper abs, hip flexors, and lower back stabilizers, giving you a full front body contraction with every repetition. It's especially helpful for people over 50 whose core muscles often weaken from years of sitting and poor posture. Now let's go step by step with the technique to ensure maximum benefit and zero strain. Step 1. Sit tall. Imagine a string pulling the crown of your head up toward the ceiling. Draw your shoulder blades down and away from your ears. Step 2. Brace your core like you're preparing for a soft punch to the stomach. This keeps your spine safe as you lean back. Step 3. Inhale deeply through your nose as you lean back, keeping your back straight and your chest open. Step 4. Exhale as you slowly return to the upright position, squeezing your abs like you're wringing out a sponge. Start with 8 to 10 slow repetitions and take a short rest. Then repeat for a total of 2 to 3 rounds, depending on your fitness level. As your strength improves over the 14 days, you can increase to 12 to 15 reps per set or hold the lean back position for 5 to 10 seconds before returning to upright for an added challenge. If you'd like to boost the intensity, hold a small weight, water bottle, or even a thick book at chest height. The extra resistance increases the demand on your core without straining your joints. Or, for an added stability challenge, lift your heels just 1 inch off the floor while performing the motion. This will fire up your entire abdominal wall. Now let's address form and safety, especially for older adults. Don't slouch or collapse into your lower back. This can strain the spine. Avoid leaning back too far. The goal is to feel engaged, not overextended. And keep your breathing rhythmic. Holding your breath can increase blood pressure and reduce core activation. One of the best parts about this exercise is how quickly you'll feel the muscles working. After just 2 or 3 days, you'll start noticing greater control in your midsection, and likely less bloating and better posture as well. As a bonus, this move can be a great midday refresher. Whether you've been sitting at your desk or on the couch, a few minutes of lean-back contractions can instantly reawaken your core and shift your mindset. And most importantly, this move is completely customizable. Whether you're recovering from injury, easing into fitness again, or simply looking for a safe yet powerful way to tone your belly, this one checks every box. So as we close out this 5-exercise routine, remember, real transformation doesn't come from one intense workout. It comes from small, consistent actions that compound over time. Just 10 minutes a day, done with care and purpose, can lead to noticeable change in just 14 days. You did it, and your core already feels stronger. If you felt the burn, that's your body waking up. Don't stop here. Like this video to let us know you want more. Subscribe and hit the bell so tomorrow's routine finds you right on time. Drop a comment below. Which exercise felt the most effective? We read every message, and if you're serious about getting lasting results after 50, check out the next video on your screen. It's the perfect follow-up to today's workout. You showed up today, and that's the hardest part. Let's keep showing up, together. You've got this.